Hurricane Otis has ripped through Mexico's southern Pacific coast as a powerful Category 5 storm, leaving a trail of damage in Acapulco before weakening. Photos and video shared by locals this morning showing the destruction left behind by this wicked storm. Manisa Donabalan joining us live with more on this. Manisa.
Matt, the storm has weakened now, but earlier today it was at its worst. The National Hurricane Center calling it a nightmare scenario unfolding in southern Mexico. Locals were hit hard by when it explosively intensified.
Severe winds gusted around 270 kilometers per hour. Hurricane Otis quickly became a Category 5 hurricane when just 12 hours earlier it was a tropical storm. According to experts, Acapulco, a beach resort town on Mexico's Pacific coast, with a mix of tourists and locals, has never experienced a storm like this. It's the strongest hurricane to make landfall in Mexico's history, and it left devastation in its path. Buildings were left with parts of it ripped off, broken trees as a result of the winds, and vehicles damaged by all the debris which was scattered all over the ground. According to reports, Otis intensified about 177 kilometers per hour in 24 hours, which is a mark that's only been exceeded by Hurricane Patricia in 2015. Today it happened so quick and late that locals didn't have that much time to evacuate.
Based on what I read, the status of the storm was a tropical storm, which meant 39-mile-an-hour winds, sustained winds for several minutes at a time. That was not the case when it hit landfall this morning, because it went over a large body of warm water, and I believe there was also wind shear that came into play, forcing it to intensify. So the water temperature had a lot to do with the strengthening of the storm at the last minute.
Earlier this morning, Mexico's president said the government had no information at the moment regarding any deaths, but cautioned that they're struggling to get updates from authorities on the ground.
Sí, pegó muy fuerte el huracán.
He added that the hurricane hit the state of Guerrero strongly and that they've sent the Army and Navy. Mexico's civil protection teams guarded the streets and asked people to stay inside. Hurricane Otis cut power to more than 500,000 people and caused landslides. Now the next step is repairing the damages.
National Oceanographic and Atmospheric Agency estimated that our Hurricane Ian, which happened last year, was about $112 billion in total damages. 97% of the homes in Fort Myers were destroyed or damaged. And so that gives you an idea of a population center that's similar to Acapulco, what could occur.
As a location that attracts many tourists, it may take a while before Acapulco resorts can pick up where they left off.
You can expect tourism to fall off the face of the map immediately, and it may take as long as 2 or 3 years to get built up enough to where you can begin to attract that repeat business that you had.
According to the National Hurricane Center, the storm was expected to get weaker once it hit landfall, as it did, and dissipate tonight over the higher terrain of Mexico.